Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show man.
Last story I'm looking at. It says dying passenger thrown out of bus. Hey. A bus is moving from where, Bekwai to from where to where in Ghana. There's a passenger in it dying and boof. This is from Class 91.3, a radio station I worked with some time ago. Come here, let's read it together. It says, the passenger identified as Henry Owusu Ajimai Ankobia, in his 40s, believed to be traveling from Asante Bekwai to Accra, was allegedly removed from the vehicle he was aboard after his health condition worsened and was gasping for breath. They removed him. What happened to that passenger? Look at the sad thing that happened to him. Dying passenger thrown out of commercial vehicle on Accra to Kumasi Highway. A dying passenger has reportedly been thrown out of a commercial vehicle on the Achim-Apedwa Junction stretch of the Accra to Kumasi Highway in the eastern region. The passenger, identified as Henry Owusu Ajimai Ankobia, in his 40s, believed to be traveling from Asante Bekwai to Accra, was allegedly removed from the vehicle he was aboard after his health condition worsened and he started gasping for breath. The visibly dying gentleman was aided by eyewitnesses to cross the road in desperate search for a good Samaritan to help him get emergency medical intervention, but suddenly fainted. Unfortunately, the passerby and hawkers, in fact, the passers-by and hawkers along the road were afraid to get closer to him for fear of incrimination. Number 42810, Detective Sergeant Bright Armour, a police officer stationed at the Apedwa police station, but on steady leave, came across the situation and rescued the dying passenger from the roadside and sent him to the Apedwa Health Center. His blood sugar level was about 26. He was immediately referred to Kibi Government Hospital at about 8:30 p.m. About 4:30 p.m., I came across a sick passenger whom, according to eyewitnesses, was abandoned by a commercial vehicle he was aboard at Apedwa Junction. They assisted him to cross the road to the other side of the road, but fell on the ground, dying. But the people around were afraid and helpless. So when I got there, I hired a taxi and rushed him to Apedwa Health Center, but was referred to Kibi Government Hospital in the evening around 8 p.m. He had some 300 Ghana cedis in his pocket. So I used part of it for the medical expenses, because the policeman's salary in this country is like a joke. A dying man, why should we even use his money? But in this case, the policeman had done what Napoleon couldn't do. He was gone. He didn't have it. Is it not an embarrassment? He used part of the money for what? To take care of this man. He had 300 Ghana cedis in his pocket. So I used part of it for his medical expenses. What happened to insurance? So if the man had no money, what will happen to him? Detective Sergeant Armour told Star News Eastern Region correspondent Kojo Ansa. The police officer took the unlocked Samsung Galaxy 9 mobile phone of the critically ill patient to search and call his relatives to inform them about the situation. So I called the family members. I called one man who gave his identity as a military officer, and said the man was his cousin. Unfortunately, the man died at dawn before the arrival of the family members the next morning, and the body deposited at Kibi mortuary, the police officer said. The deceased family members arrived at the hospital in a Land Cruiser vehicle for the necessary arrangement to transport the body to Asante Bekwai. Management of the Kibi Government Hospital confirmed the incident and efforts made. The passenger, well, I mean, we all understand. Some words are missing in there. Were unsuccessful. He died. Show me the photo of the man. There's a photo of the man. Go to the class FM to it. Look at him. He died. He died. The painful thing is that they removed him from the vehicle, realizing that he was gasping for breath and was dying. So they decided that, I'm sure a few of them were shot. Yes, me pentem, me buy a school, me cock cry, I for me buy a school, me mami yare, me nana yare. Hey, they will be saying this. And driver took him out. But all those who sat down for this man to be removed from the car, it could happen to you too. If you could sit down and not aid a dying man who was sitting with you just a few moments ago. These are the people who get involved in accidents and nobody wants to touch them. They will leave them there to bleed, and die like goats and sheep. They are wicked people. The driver of that commercial bus, posterity will judge you so harshly. You will die like a chicken if you don't repent. I am hurt by this. Since when did we get this wicked?
Go on, skip a judge.
Blakk Coco Show.